SOFI update here on the 23rd. So I'm going to go into that final wave. Again, I think we are right here. Third wave, fourth and fifth, potentially up here to 22 bucks. When that happens, kind of unknown, but on this current wave, we are in the fifth wave, and within that fifth wave, we are in the fifth wave of that. So you can just zoom down to smaller levels and just get down to the waves within waves over and over. So now going to the fifth wave, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and going back to that last video, one of the videos I had this as potentially the third wave, but that's actually not possible. Let me zoom in a little bit farther. Why is that not possible? Because I went over in the last video, this is right here, 1309 to 1430. So that's $1.21. And then this right here is 1368 to 1488, which is $1.20. So we know that the next wave higher can't be above $1.20. Clearly is. So this is definitely not a third wave. So that removes that possibility. So what does that mean? That means that this is actually likely a first wave of an extension. So we can go ahead and draw a parallel line here. And we break above it right here. I think we are likely in the finishing stages of a third wave here. So this is actually 1, 2, 3. This would actually be 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. So we're only in wave 3 now. I know it keeps on extending. That's just what I see. This makes the most sense because this came back to the 0.5 fib. The 1.61 fib of this move right here is right around this area. This could be the third wave right here. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're in the fifth wave. If that's the case, then that means we are going to see a third wave, pull back for a fourth wave, and then the third wave should end right up here. Is it possible that... No, I think that has to be correct, because it wouldn't make very much sense if this was the end right here, considering the 1.61 fib comes about right here. So I think we are really in a third wave here. And I would expect to see a little bit higher on Monday, and then a pullback, and then another move higher after that. It just keeps on extending. So overall, I'm looking at it like this. Third wave, fourth wave, and then fifth wave, like that. I think it's going to go into the end of the year. I won't be surprised to see a pullback in the overall market, though, in the next week or so, maybe into early December. And then we get a Santa Claus rally into December 20th, potentially into the end of the year, and then probably something into January as well. And then probably get some kind of pullback in February or March. But overall, I just explained to you why this is not a third wave. That makes this part of the sub-third wave here, which I think ends probably on Monday. And just means we have more upside. Let's say we go up here to 16 bucks on Monday morning. I'd be looking for a pullback from there, potentially back down to like 1550, 1540. And then based on the first wave, I'd be looking for potentially 1650 to 17 bucks, and then a pullback. probably back to 16 bucks, and then one more move higher, and then that's it. One spot that I've been talking about for a while here is that parallel line. Let's see where we're at right now on it. Okay. So we actually broke it. We broke the parallel line. That is a great sign there, because that is kind of like the outward spot of where I would expect the C wave to end. So if we continue to go higher here, let's say we go up here to 17 bucks, then I would say we're in a third wave, more than likely. So if we go up here to 17 bucks, then I'm expecting this to play out like maybe pull back to that parallel line and then rip to the $22 mark, which is the 1.61 fib. So you can see here, it could still be a C wave all the way up to the 1.61 fib. If it breaks 22 bucks, it's 100% a third wave. So up to 21.99 is still possible that this is a C wave, but it raises the possibility that it's actually a third wave. So you could be looking at this into January all the way up to 22 bucks. And if that happens, I would be looking for a pullback, maybe a couple month pullback into like March or April, and then one more rip after that throughout 2025, potentially up to like the 40s. So we're at a spot where it's going to be very telling what this is. If for some reason it invalidates and gets stopped up around this area and pulls back, then I would say it's more than likely a C wave. But we're going to have to follow it on smaller time frames and just go over it day by day, because you can't get caught up in one scenario. If you get caught up in one scenario, that's when you lose money, because say it pulls back to like 13, 14 bucks, and all of a sudden you're not questioning it. You're thinking, oh, it's going to go to $22 anyway. No, you got to question that. Be like, why is this pulling back to 13, 14 bucks? Maybe this move is actually over with. So anyway, that is a short-term count. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's it for this video. I will update you during the week on this short-term count. Let's see if we get a move up to 16 bucks on early on Monday, and then a slight pullback, and then probably another move higher into the end of the week, maybe through Thanksgiving. That's it. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.